Hi guys, hi everyone. This is Melissa here. Today I want to do a video about, um, let me see, not so much just saving money. I mean, it is about savings, but it's more about prioritizing our life. And this is kind of where I'm at. So I thought I would just talk about where I've been at, like this week, and what's influencing my life, and share that with you guys. So today I have a book I'll show you, and this is called Simple Pleasures. And this is by, hold on. Okay, this is by Robert Taylor. And what I did this week in my life was I picked up this book one morning. I was kind of just tired from just being a little bit worn out from all the activity I've had. And I'm somebody who has to really watch my cycles. And this is more for women that I think I'm talking to. But when I have my cycles, there's times I just have tons of energy and I feel like I could run a marathon. And then there's other times where I just need to slow it down. So this was one of those times. And a lot of times we see these channels that talk about minimalism and saving money and being frugal. And I love all those ideas. I really do. But something that I feel like sometimes is missing in some of the channels, and I'm not saying that a lot of these channels don't have this either, is just prioritizing your life, which leads me to my next book that I'll talk about too. So, this one that I read this week is this book. It may look familiar to you, but it's called Atomic Habits, and it's by James Clear, and another great book. So, anyways, what I did was I'm somebody who loves to work at prioritizing my life. I love lots of time to myself and really having my own time to myself to read, to write, organize, and whatever I need to do. So, this book, back to this again, is called Simple Pleasures. And there's examples in here that I took to implement in my life. There's sayings like, whoever can live the cheapest is the richest man. And if you think about that, I think that is true. I think when we can really be content in life and be happy with what we have, that's really where the riches are in life. The Bible talks about this too. It talks about how we should be content with our life because we bring nothing into the world and we're taking nothing out. So, this book also goes further, which I implemented these ideas about just enjoying and prioritizing the simple pleasures in life. So, for example, I woke up the other morning and the sun over in New England here, we have tons of snow. So the sun was just like shimmering off the snow. We live in a place where we have a lake that I can see right from my door windows here, and it's gorgeous. And I just love where we're living. So the sun was shining, and the sunlight was just shimmering off of the snow, and it looks so beautiful. That's one thing I was thankful for. And when we find these things in life, they're really free. We can live off of a very frugal or minimalist budget, but without feeling like we're sacrificing. In Atomic Habits, he talks about, and this was life changing for me too, when we save money, many people think, oh, it's sacrifice, it's negative, I have to go without. And he talks about how if you think of it differently and think about the freedom you have when you save money, you actually are increasing your freedom for the next month and the next month every time you save money. Another thought I had and ideas from this book, Atomic Habits, was when we have goals and habits, a lot of times they don't stick. So, what we want to do is we want to find systems instead. That was another mind boggling thing to me, to have it put in words that we want to take the systems and we want to create those rather than just meeting a goal. And we want to connect it to our identity. So if we feel we want to read more books, when we say to ourselves, we are a reader, we're going to get to that goal better than saying, I'm somebody who needs to read more. Or somebody who smokes was a real good example in this book. Instead of saying, if somebody offers you a cigarette, instead of saying, I'm trying to quit because, I want to quit, I'm a smoker who's trying to quit, you can say, I'm somebody who doesn't smoke, or no longer wants that habit in my life, or just different ways to think about it and how to connect it with who you are. And there's certain things that certain people do because of who they are, and certain things they don't do. Back to the book, Simple Pleasures. This person in here talked about just loving to wake up in the morning and be barefooted and feel the floor underneath them. That was a really cool example of finding pleasures in life. Another example was being content when you do a really good vacuum on a floor and you're able to enjoy your work, taking pride in your work. So, as we add these to our lives, whether it's cooking and being content with simplicity in our cooking, or whatever it is, if we look for these ways, it really doesn't cost anything to just look around and find things to be thankful for. Create the habit of thankfulness. And if we can do this, I think this is the foundation to a minimalist life or a frugal life. It's just really living off nothing and being content with what you have. If you can do that, then usually you do have a lot more money to work with to pay the bills, to pay the things that you need to pay each month, and to put money aside. So, so I just wanted to share that today. That's kind of where I've been this week. And Atomic Habits has been a life-changing book for me, and Simple Pleasures. So I recommend both these books, and I will see you next time. Thank you.